Hello everyone. I got Bador style. Good morning everyone and welcome to another Kazamaza video, chess video. Obviously chess is not FIFA 19. So the reason I'm wearing this one is actually because I'm celebrating my highest rating in Rapid. I reached 1600 plus yesterday with a really nice tournament, like no draws, no losses, and with a performance of 2000 plus. So I'm really happy, and I usually when I celebrate, I usually take best. So I only take best when when time for celebration. So I decided to take a bath, and my hair is still wet, and outside is very cold, and I don't want to catch a cold. Like cold and cold. As you can see, my hair is still wet. So and in this celebration, I would like to show a really nice game sent to me by one of my very best friend, Sharky. Love you, bro. And Sharkema, of course, is one of our team members on Cool and the Gang. So do check out this team out. And here in this game, Shark play as black and his opponent play as white, and Sharkema rating around 1600 and his opponent around 1900. So let's check out this interesting game. And white opens with f4, and this is called the bird opening. This is the bird opening. I'm still in celebration mode, and the room is a bit foggy here, so yeah, f4 bird opening, and we have f5. This is the symmetric variation of the bird opening. Knight f3, knight f6, and g3, b6. Both players trying to flank to their bishops here on this diagonal, and they did. White castles, e6, d3, trying to play e4, but here comes a check from bishop to c5, and this is actually an active play from black. Already start to take an advantage from this weakness that white create in this bird opening, which is the f2 square, and you will see this weakness. Shark really took advantage from this the entire game, and this is what I like about this game. And Shark is a really very clever player, and always motivated, and I really loved his game. Very inspiring. He's a very smart player. So white blocks with e3, and knight to c6, knight to e5, and this is actually when white play f4 in the bird opening, actually it created post for his knight to come to e5, and this is very powerful square for the knight, and you don't want this knight. Actually Shark already yesterday was playing a game a bit similar to this game. He has this again this knight on e5, and I was advising him to take this knight, but because this is a very powerful square for the knight. But okay, so develop his queen on e7 first, and here already black has two options to castle long side, castle in queen side, and to castle king side. And this is very good if you have this option in your opening, because it will distract your opponent which side to start his attack. So developing his knight to d2, and this knight square is not really clear, because I mean, maybe the idea is to bring this knight here to f3 and then later come here to g5 and start harassing this those pawns or those squares. Who knows? Anyway, and this is very aggressive play from Dark. Bishop to e3, grabbing this pawn because when White already developed his knight to d2, this pawn is undefended. So it's strange how this 1900 player play this game. I mean, trust me. I play a lot of 1900, and those 1900 plus players like can really give you like real headache. You know, they are really powerful. You know, so. But this player, I don't know, for some reason he blundered this pawn. But okay, check, king move to h1, and black castles queenside. And here immediately White start his attack queenside by playing this a4. So black capture, of course, you should capture this knight on e5. And here this is a really nice move from White. This is an in-between move. He didn't capture the knight first, but first he captured the bishop here on b6, because this bishop actually is a defender for white king, for black king, sorry. So White captured it. This comes with the chess, so of course you have to capture back on b7, and then you capture the knight on e5, and that comes with the threat capturing this knight on ef6. So knight goes to g4, and this is this is also the best square for the knight, and this by playing this f5, the symmetric variation of the bird opening, as White created this outpost for his knight on e5, also Black created this outpost for his knight on g4 because of this pawn on f4. So and this knight is a really powerful knight here, and it will stay like this. I mean, there is no clear idea how to kick this knight out from this very powerful square. I mean, you see already this weak pawn, that this weak square that the White created on the beginning is already very well controlled by Black, and this is really smart from Shark. But this is how Shark play his games, always smart move and smart ideas. So queen f3, check, king back to b8, and White continue his attack. b5, a5, and here this is this is actually a kind of mistake from or inaccuracy, if maybe inaccuracy, but it's playable, because here I mean, I can understand this, because eventually you need to block this diagonal for the queen, because here it's not very clear how you can defend this diagonal. I mean, you can play this. This is also playable, but here actually White can capture, but then again you can capture back with the bishop, so you don't have to capture with the pawn. But and I will tell you why. This move to d5. First, as I said, you want to block this diagonal because the queen is eyeing the king and the rook is trying to eye the king as well. But White here can actually take en passant, and this diagonal is still open. But somehow again this 1900 player Kh4 the Elder didn't take advantage from it, but rather he captured the pawn on b6, and this is not the best move, but okay. So bishop take back, so now the bishop is protecting this a7, and here the white actually lost the advantage. So and here white tries to give this poisoning pawn, but actually it's not very poisoned, because the idea here, of course, it's not free pawn. The idea here is to capture the pawn, but this will create this diagonal for the queen to come to a3. But since this d2 d3's pawn was blocking the queen, white has to give it up. But okay, so black captures, and as planned, first queen to b3, that comes with a check. Sorry about that. Again, bishop comes to protect on b6, and here white try to bring another rook into the attack. So this can get really overwhelming for black if he didn't play well. So if the rook comes here, you will have this rook battery attacking this pawn, and this bishop cannot move because it's pinned from the queen. So this is start to look really scary so let's see how black handles the situation. And here, but on the other side, I know I'm talking too much, but I mean, there are too many critical positions in this game that I cannot just avoid any of them. And here, actually, the best idea is to bring the queen to c5, because here, as I said, first you have this this bishop eyeing this very long diagonal and controlling those squares, and you have this knight controlling this square. So if the queen can comes to c5, okay, that will be really checkmate in one. And as you can see here, the rook can actually defend it because it's blocked from this undeveloped bishop. And if you are new to chess or wherever, you always need to develop your bishops, your minor pieces first, and this is the drawback for not developing your pieces in the opening. But but black didn't play this very important move. And here also another example how timing in chess is very important. I mean, one single if you waste a move, you can really lose a winning position just because you wasted the move. I mean, for example, today I lost a very good game. It was classical. I was in very winning and dominating position. I just got overconfident and I wasted the move, and then I lost the game. So time is very important in chess. So okay, but rather than going queen to c5, shark play knight takes this pawn on e5. So okay, but this allow actually white to bring his other rook to the a file and having this battery and threaten to take this this b7 this a7 pawn. And this is really start to look really dangerous for shark. So here finally he decided to bring his queen to c5, and you have you are threatening, of course, checkmate in one. So the rook don't have the time to capture this this pawn, and of course the queen can't capture this bishop because the pawn will take. So white need to defend this this square, this g1 square. So and he had this opportunity to play so by playing the knight here actually, and this is the right approach to covering this this g1 square. and actually it will free this bishop to jump into the game. And when this bishop jump into the game, then this rook will be also guarding this first rank, this back rank. But here white didn't play this, and instead he moved his king. He moved his king, thought that his king will have this square on h3 to escape. But Sharkema, my dearest friend, has another opinion about it. So he played the best move. I mean, there is of course another good move, but here he has an idea. The idea is to bring this knight to g4, and by bringing this knight to g4, he actually have control of this h2 square, and then you will see more about the idea about behind it, because I don't want to spoil it now, but by talking on it. So knight now eventually white see the threat and bring his knight to the defense of this very important square on h1. And here Shark again delay this queen to f2 check, which is not good, because he wasted another move first. But I mean, this is understandable, because he want because king safety first, so he moved this his king from this nasty pin, so that bishop can actually grab this the rook if the rook capture here. So king safety first, king to c8, and here we have, but this will this allow actually for this bishop to come to attack this c7 square, and also, which is more important, this rook can now actually protect the f5, so the queen cannot jump here anymore. If black didn't take the advantage and play it right now, and which unfortunately Shark didn't didn't make it, and I want to kill you, Shark, for this wasted move. I mean, yeah. I'm. By the way, here the engine gives black -4, so black is still winning here. We're still having the advantage, but you always want to play your best moves, and you don't want to waste time. I mean, here also the idea is, of course, to play g5 and to attack this bishop, but you have more important moves to take. So, but okay. And here the critical moment in the game, as Agad Mator says, and the biggest blunder. I mean, I really don't understand this move from white. Actually, white play knight to e5, and this is totally over. I mean, this knight is very important, because he was guarding this h2 square. So by removing this knight, finally now Shark get this queen to f2 check. So the only square for this queen king to go is for is to h3. So h3, and this is the idea that the smart Shark find and see long time ago, by playing this knight to g4, and now black can actually deliver this beautiful checkmate on h2. You see now the king can capture the knight, because the queen, because the knight is defending the queen. So a really beautiful mate here, checkmate, and a really nasty blunder from a 1900 player. So and for this reason, I want to say that you know, it's not like low-rated player blunder the games, you know. Even high-rated players also blunders. So it's okay if you blunder some of your pieces in the game. Don't feel bad about it. It's not like you are a bad player, chess player. It's just blunders are just part from chess, you know. But so the idea is not for you not to blunder and not to do mistakes. The idea is for you to learn from those blunders and not to do them again, and learn from those mistakes, and which is the more important. So yeah, really terrifying game from both players have so many threads. I mean, this this look really frightening when you see this battery and this queen and this bishop eyeing this diagonal, and the knight can come here also trying to add more attacker to this king. I mean, this is like perfect timing for black to do something about it, or else he will be checkmated pretty soon. So yeah, I'm sorry for this long video again, but this game actually has a lot of critical moments in it. And as I said, Shark is a really smart player. And what I mean about smart player is the idea that Shark has from the right beginning, that to actually play here, actually play on this opening weakness. And as we all know, every opening in chess has its weaknesses, as it has its key strengths. So this weak square in the bird opening was the crucial factor of Shark trying to win this game. And as you can see here in the checkmate, it was from this this weak square has played the big role, and Shark all this game tried to play on this weakness. And this knight, as I told you, this was a really powerful knight on g5, on g4, and white didn't do anything to try to kick it away from there. So yeah, if you are bird opening, hope you learn from this game, and I really hope you guys enjoy this game. And congratulations again, dear Sharky, for this beautiful game, and thank you for sending it to us, and for sharing it with me. And I really do hope you guys enjoy this game. And I will see you soon in another video, but not today, because I would like to watch Arsenal. So enjoy your weekend, everyone, and I will see you soon. And goodbye. And Muffy, my fluffy mustache, say hello to you. Goodbye, everyone.